Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S, Jets, well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pickup of 5 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
All right.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe. You push a little closer. And now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
He's got it on the bootleg. He rolls to his right. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Angel. Here we go, son. Johnson. Sit high.
Now it's Fields. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. He's got a gain of 6 there. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Christian Harris on the stop.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go, son.
On the ground, it's Edwards again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Komet brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. I'm good.
Now Fields. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Houston first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He put everything he had into this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On target to his back, Joe Mixon. He winds up out of bounds, but things not settled yet, so we've got a flag down. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Slot man motioned over. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 13-0 lead. Tank Dell the touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
11.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10 now. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
11. Here we go.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he can only get a lone yard.